All right, let's jump right in. Got your GCSE Physics exam coming up? Well, this is your super fast revision for AQA Section 4.1.3, all about energy resources. The goal? In the next, say, 5 minutes, we're going to cover everything you absolutely need to know so you can walk into that exam feeling totally prepped. Ready? Let's do this.
So, here's our game plan. First up, we'll hit the essential list of energy resources you've just got to know. Then we'll slice them into renewable and non-renewable. After that, we'll look at how we actually use this stuff, weigh up the pros and cons like reliability and environmental impact, and then wrap it all up with a really simple exam checklist. Sound good? Let's get started.
Okay, part 1. What are we even talking about? The AQA syllabus lays out a very specific list of energy resources. Honestly, just memorizing these is your first big step, because any question is going to build on this. So let's see what's on the list. And here it is. This is the master list you need to commit to memory. You've got your classic fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas. Then there's nuclear fuel, and then the whole family of renewables. Biofuel, wind, hydroelectricity, geothermal, tides, the sun, and water waves. Seriously, you've got to be able to rattle these off. This right here, this is the foundation for everything else. Moving on to part 2, the big divide. The most common way you'll be asked to think about that list is by splitting it into 2 camps, renewable and non-renewable. Getting this difference is absolutely fundamental. Let's make sure we're clear on the official definition. So, AQA's definition is pretty straightforward. A renewable resource is one that's being, or can be, topped up as we use it. Think about the sun or the wind. They're not running out anytime soon, right? The flip side, of course, is non-renewable. These are finite. Things like fossil fuels took millions of years to make, and we're burning through them like there's no tomorrow. Once they're gone, they are gone for good. Okay, so let's sort our master list into those 2 columns. In the renewable corner, we've got biofuel, wind, hydro, geothermal, tides, the sun, and waves. And in the non-renewable corner, it's the fossil fuels and nuclear fuel. Now, here's a key exam tip. Remember, nuclear is non-renewable. Why? Because the uranium it uses is a limited resource we have to dig out of the ground. Being able to categorize these instantly in your head is a huge advantage. Section 3. How do we actually use all this energy? So we know what the resources are and we know how to classify them. But where does it all go? This is where we connect the physics to our everyday lives. The syllabus really wants you to focus on these 3 main uses: transport, making electricity, and heating. For your exam, you need to link the resources to the job they do. I mean, think about it. Petrol and diesel for our cars, that comes from oil. But the electricity for your phone charger or your lights, that's probably generated using gas, or in the past, a lot of coal. All right, part 4. This is where you can really start to pick up those higher marks. It's not just about knowing facts. It's about evaluating the good, the bad, and the ugly of each resource. And we're going to focus on 2 really important factors. This slide really gets to the core of the debate, the trade-offs. Check out wind and solar. They're great, but they're not always reliable, are they? If the wind doesn't blow or the sun doesn't shine, you don't get power. Now look at coal and gas. Super reliable. You can switch them on whenever you need power. But the catch? A huge environmental impact from all those greenhouse gases. Understanding this tension between reliability and environmental cost is just essential. Now you gotta pay attention to this. This quote, it's from the AQA guidelines, and honestly, it's a massive hint for the kind of questions they love to ask. It's telling you that the real world is complicated. Science alone doesn't make the decisions. So if a question asks why a country still uses a polluting fuel, don't just talk about the science. You have to mention the other stuff. The economics. Is it cheaper? The politics. Are there other forces at play? Showing you get these real-world complexities, that is going to make your answer stand out. Okay, last section. Let's pull all this together. We've covered the core knowledge, so now let's turn that into a simple checklist you can use to make sure you are ready for any question they throw at you. Think of this as your personal pre-exam MOT. Go through it point by point. Can you name the main energy sources off the top of your head? Can you explain the difference between renewable and non-renewable? Can you compare how they're used, explain reliability, and describe their environmental impact? If you can confidently say yes to all 5 of these, you are in a fantastic spot for this topic. And that's a wrap on our rapid revision. We've covered the key facts, the definitions, and the evaluation skills you're going to need. So I'll leave you with a big question to chew on. Now that you have the facts and you understand the trade-offs, what mix of energy resources do you think will actually power our future? There's no single right answer, but thinking about it and arguing your case is maybe the best revision you can do. Good luck with your exams!